Hey, it's Virginia Wright here from Grow to Profit, where you learn how to get rid of whatever's holding you back, either in your business or life in general. And today I've got a question for you. Have you ever been told that you are an ace at procrastination? Maybe even you're really good at being inconsistent rather than consistent. Well, I had a breakthrough yesterday, and in just a moment, I'd like to share that with you. Hopefully, it'll help you too. So, as I usually do, I start with the definitions, and procrastination is basically putting things off, delaying tactics. I can do it tomorrow. The part about tomorrow is that we really don't know if we have a tomorrow. We don't know what's going to come up. So, what we have really is today. So, the other one is being inconsistent. We're not reliable, can't count on us, and and we want to be consistent, to be there, to be accountable. If you say you're going to do something, um, and trust enters into this as well. So if you are consistently saying, yeah, I'll get it done, and you procrastinate about it, or you don't get it done because something gets in the way, then there's a trust factor. You know, Folks will begin to go to someone else. So I mentioned I had a breakthrough yesterday. I got this fantastic coach, and yesterday I think he played therapist. And if you have issues like I did, you know, trying to run a home business and doing things that you're supposed to do, but it's consistently inconsistent, or, you know, oh, I got this to do today, so I'm going to have to do that tomorrow type attitude. A lot of times, it's not that we do that on purpose. And the reason I say I had a breakthrough yesterday with my coach, and if you ever see him or meet him, his name is Steve Krivda. Uh, he's a great coach. Anyway, he walked me through from, I swear, when I was born to now. And no, it didn't take as long as you might think, because my life for the first 43 years or so was pretty much the same. And then for the last 20 years or so, I've basically been playing that mind map, that movie reel over and over and over in my head. It just simply a program. Now, I don't know if your life was anything like mine. My dad was Army, so I was born in France, and then we went to Germany, and we stayed in the States for a while, and we went to Germany again, or New York, or some place. It was constantly moving. We spent time in Oklahoma and Texas, and I don't know where else, but it seemed like we were constantly on the move. So what happened? I would start the school year in one school and maybe finish it in another school. I had issues with making friends. I decided I wasn't going to make friends because I couldn't keep them, you know? And sure, I imagine, moving around, and as a kid, that's tough. As an adult, because the first 20 years or so, it was dad in the Army, and then the next 20 years, I married into the Air Force. And it was the same. Only I saw it from an adult's perspective, who every time we moved, I would look for a different job. It was tough on the kids. It didn't dawn on me, because living the Army brat life, and then I was living the Air Force spouse life, I lived it as a child and lived it as an adult, and it wasn't until the breakthrough yesterday, believe it or not, that those two came together. And it was hard on my kids too. Because when the military moves you, they don't move you during the summertime. They move you in a school year where it's hardest for the kids. So, my kids probably had the same tough time I did in making friends. And when Dad got out of the military and we were stationary, in other words, we were in civilian community, it's tough in school because you haven't been there with all these other kids. They're lifelong friends, and you're like, well, I basically felt like a freak of nature, but anyway, um, it, I, and I didn't get it. I didn't get that I was starting school here, finishing school there, and doing this for however many years. Almost 43 years, my life has been consistently inconsistent. I carried a B average, so I knew I could do it. I knew I was capable, but forming relationships, nah, not so much. And so when hubby retired from the Air Force, I spent the next 20 some years living this mind reel. Get into network marketing, do what they say to do, buy the courses, start the courses, if I started the courses, because I wasn't sure I was going to be able to finish it. Not because I couldn't finish it, it was just ingrained. Start, stop, start, stop. It's almost like you're riding the brakes in your car going down the street, or learning how to drive a stick shift, and you're doing the gears, and because the coordination's not quite there, you're like this, back and forth, back and forth. The whole thing is like that. So, how do you fix issues? It's by becoming aware of them. And talking with Steve yesterday, realizing why. I mean, I thought my issues were that I was procrastinating, that I put things off, and I have a situation actually that I did procrastinate to the point where it developed into almost a mountain. Was I would put my mending into a pile. My mending ended into a pile. And then one day I looked at it, and oh my God, the chair was so full. I had mending and I had machine sewing that I needed to do, and it was too much. So I learned how to do a little bit of it every day, and it went down. So that was my procrastination. And then I thought, I'm inconsistent. When in all reality, because of my life, my childhood, my adulthood, and then these last years, I have been amazingly consistent. I am consistent at inconsistency. So now that I'm aware of it, guess what? I got myself into a new challenge, a 30-day challenge. Actually, it's my second 30-day challenge. I just finished one, learning how to put a course together in a business center, which I think is really cool. And I did. I stuck it out, and I got that done. 30 days. And now I'm on day 4 of a 30-day YouTube challenge, where I want to share my knowledge and hopefully help you out. And in here, I hope that I am. And if I am, make sure that you subscribe, or if you think someone else would benefit, let them know about this channel, and give them a link to one of these videos, one that you think they might benefit from, and let them come over and watch and listen, and we can go from there. So, The key takeaway from this video here is, if you feel like you procrastinate or you're not consistent, you could be like me, consistently inconsistent, but there's a reason. It How did you come up? What did you hear? What did you learn? What was your lifestyle? And if it was like mine, moving here and there and starting over again constantly, I don't know how many times we moved when I was a kid. We did move 19 times in 21 years when Jack was in the Air Force. So you barely get unpacked. It's time to pack again and go somewhere else, or find a new job, and the kids get in with another school. And so see if it's related to something in your past. Become aware of the underlying cause, and then when something happens, you're aware of it, and you can say, okay, this is where I used to do this, but now I'm going to do this. So it's changing your habit. You'll become way more productive because you're not going to be putting things off, or letting them slide, or doing like I did, buy courses and put them on the side, or you know go through Facebook challenges, a 14-day challenge and make it through day 6 and you're done. I mean, I did that twice. And figure out what the reason is, get it fixed, and become productive. You will be so happy because it will make a huge change in your life. Anyway, if you like this, subscribe and let me know. I got a poll somewhere in here. If you want more productivity videos, I promise I'll try not to ramble too much. Anyway, till the next time, take care and God bless.